Yeah, you can.
Oh, I wouldn't do it just for me because of what I.
But I mean, the council can get up right now and say, hey, we want to walk right over there, look at
Let's
that,
move the meeting.
and come right back here if you wanted to, and it's up to your discretion.
Well, I know you're comfortable doing that, I'm not comfortable doing that.
I understand that.
Thank you.
As long as the meeting is moved, and everybody goes, we can move the meeting.
Like I said, I'm not comfortable.
I could drive over here.
But if y'all want to, if you want to schedule, if it sounds good to y'all, if you want to schedule it, we can schedule it whenever we schedule the, I mean, tonight we can schedule it. When we schedule the special call meeting. I just forgot to mention that, I'm sorry.
They probably fall into the same thing. I don't know if that could be special call meeting, all kind of time together. Just my.
He'll charge us for the.
Open records office.
Oh, you want some discussion on that?
We talked about changing it for the open records, like the recording for this right here, since we have nothing to download on. I have to borrow computers from other people to make people copies of it. It's very time consuming, and I'd like to charge $20 for a CD for a copy of this right here.
We just need to look, I mean, I know that like the other places, and not so much on those, but just as far as if somebody came in with a copy of whatever minutes or something, the first 15 minutes of the clerk's time,
It's free, and after that, it's.
and after that is charged per hour as to what we come up, the fee we come up with per hour to charge. And then it's up to us to come up with a fee, like she said, for per copy or for whether it's pages per copy or the CD per copy.
I think, except for paper, I don't think we can charge more than the hourly, whatever, over 15 minutes, and the cost of supplies. What do y'all?
What's the CD cost by itself? What's the CD cost by itself?
If you buy it in the big pack, probably it's less than $1, maybe even less than 50 cents. But you give the first 15 minutes free, and then it's the lowest paid employee
That can
So
access the records.
that access to the records
Which would be.
is what the hourly wage is, what our wage is.
Only one employee can access the records, that made that real simplistic.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
I do have a question about that. Which salary is it based on? Because I know that doesn't she get 3 different salaries?
Whichever one's the lowest. You charge the lowest price, the lowest
Even if
wage.
it was like, even if the lowest was like streets? Or, I mean, wouldn't it have to be her clerk's
I
salary?
take whatever I make a week and I divide it by hour, how much I get paid, and
It's,
that's what I do.
It's whoever can access the records, it's the lowest, the rate of that pay, is what you charge.
But her pay is a base salary, so you wanna charge her $200? She gets a base salary for streets and she gets a base salary for.
Gotta be sensible too.
That's why I said her taking her salary and dividing it by 40 is sensible.
It at least will come to one, it makes them do what it takes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to come in, that's what, 1 hour.
Just depends, however much over 15 minutes.
Maybe you need to adopt a rate.
That's what we're trying to do
That's
now.
what I was trying to do.
Yeah. If we could go ahead and decide how much it's gonna be for a CD, how much it's gonna be for.
If we did that, then it would be a flat rate, it wouldn't be us saying, all right, it took her 15 minutes, it took her an hour and a half to do it, and then this cost this much. It's gonna be a flat, whatever fee we come up with, flat amount to have to come in and ask for a CD, it'll be a flat rate.
Per CD.
Is that what you're saying? Am I following you on that? Ma'am?
I had asked to be on the agenda to speak to this issue, and I was told that I would be on the agenda to speak to this issue, but I see that I wasn't. I was charged $10 for an audio copy of the January 2012 City Council meeting, $5 for labor, $5 for the CD disc. However, according to Georgia Code 50-18-17, paragraph D, in addition, a reasonable charge may be collected for search, retrieval, and other direct administrative costs for complying with a request under this code section. The hourly charge shall not exceed the salary of the lowest paid full-time employee who, in the discretion of the custodian of the records, has the necessary skill and training to perform the request. However, no charge shall be made for the first quarter hour, as April said. She almost quoted it almost exactly verbatim. Davina, as y'all said, does not have an hourly wage. She's on salary. Copying this should not have taken more than a quarter hour, and I should not have been charged anything for the fulfillment of this open records request for labor. Though the city had to figure out how to comply with the open records law, Bronwood's compliance with the law should not be charged to a citizen any more than a citizen should be charged for gas mileage for an employee to go and buy normal office supplies. It's part of the normal expected business of any municipality to have necessary supplies and equipment ready to comply with the open records request, and for the city clerk to know how to fulfill such requests. I should not have been charged any money for labor for the open records request. In addition, according to Georgia Code 50-18-71, paragraphs E and F, an agency shall utilize the most economical means available for providing copies of public records. And where information requested is maintained by computer, an agency may charge the public its actual cost of a computer disk or tape onto which the information is transferred, and may charge the administrative time involved as set forth in subsection D of this code section. So if the CD cost you 7 cents, I should only be charged 7 cents for that CD. There is no way the disc I was given cost $5. Though I volunteered to bring in an unopened zip drive for the recording to be put on, surely a most economical choice for the city rather than the CD. I didn't mind the CD. It was easier for me. However, I vehemently mind the astronomical charge of $5 for a CD that doesn't even have a plastic case with it. The city owes me money, and I request a written apology for these violations of my rights. I request a written apology because this issue, yes, sir.
You don't have to administrate it. No, we will.
I'll go back and check my recording later.
To make one notation, on the zip drive, the reason that we're not doing it, Sue come here with one, sure wasn't intentional, to try and download. There was a virus in the program on her zip to put a virus into the city computer. So that's why no more zip drives. It just can't get access that way. I think it's dangerous and unsafe. Yes, ma'am.
That's why I offered to bring an unopened zip drive still in the package.
I was still told by this council not to do
No
that.
zip drives. No
And that's fine.
I told you to do that.
That's right.
According to GMA, it is up to the mayor and the council as to whether or not a zip drive, unopened, opened, or what have you, can be used. But that's just according to what GMA said,
When did I give you?
but that was also a couple of years ago.
We was in a meeting.
That one, this one, and I don't know if you did or not, because we had to send that computer to the shop.
That's right. She called me.
Luckily, I was smart enough not to put it on the computer I use every day. Well, not you, Mr. Baker. You did. Okay, next, welcome signs card.
Well, wait a minute. Have we decided anything?
More signs.
I think we're gonna discuss that at our,
The only thing I have on that is, and I respect what you're saying, Ms. Sam. But we also have to remember, some people, and I'm not saying you are, some people have tried to abuse the open records thing and just try to give so many requests from one individual or two individuals. And of course, I'm not saying that's right. To where it's just taking up god awful time, even if it takes 5 minutes, if you get 100 requests, that's 500 minutes. That's a lot of time in the office. And that's where a flat charge, in my opinion, is fair.
I understand and I follow that, but if that's not the law, then it's not fair.
Right, but we don't
I
have the
mean-
equipment, it's gonna take you longer, that's the thing, if the city wants to spend the money to buy the